excited to be here with you for so very many reasons. This is a general reading for the collective of Leo, Sun, and Rising. So welcome. I did the morning musing for our membership. I'll talk about that in a second, and it kind of blew my mind. So I'm super curious to see what comes through. Ooh, whatever energies came through this morning were extremely powerful. So this is not a date or time specific reading. Unless I mention it otherwise, I just trust that whenever you come upon it, we're all on different timelines. If it speaks to you, if it resonates with you, then it is your reading at that time. That's why it's great to go through the playlists and just scroll through the titles and see if anything pops out at you, because there may be something you're going through now that has already been on another timeline. Just check through the playlists. Welcome to the newcomers. If you enjoy this reading, you like my style, please consider joining us by subscribing. And for those of you who are, I want to call you repeat offenders, here in the Leo crew, I love you so very much. You know it. I know it. I keep telling y'all, I got more Leo in my chart than any other sign. And it's everywhere. It's kind of filtered throughout. It's filtered in the fast planets. It's filtered in the slow planets, and it's in the nodes. It's in Lilith. It's in the asteroids. I've got Leo everywhere. So I am one of you. Okay. As always, if you like the reading, please like the reading and share it. And of course, consider subscribing if you have not already. Be sure to check out the membership that I just mentioned at the beginning. If you scroll down in the description box a little bit, you'll see a link that will take you to the place where you can learn more. But we're growing, and I'd love to have you join us. There are 2 different levels to kind of, accommodate everybody's, financial situation. It's a very nominal fee to kind of sponsor the channel and help me grow. And there are many extra readings that are offered, and what I do are morning musings. And what it is you're kind of like a birdie on my shoulder. You don't see my face, you just see my hands. It's what I've been doing for years. When I first get up in the morning and I sit down at my table, I've got a little table upstairs, and I just read for the signs that I'm good. Like if I was doing private readings, which I am not, that's what I do. I pull cards for the person I'm going to read for. I do the same thing here for the channel, and I've been doing it since I started. And it just helps me tap into the energies and get familiar with maybe a special message that's coming through for somebody, or something going on in the collective that's really powerful. Well, this morning, mind blown. So if you're curious, click on the link to learn more about the membership. And for those who are in the membership, hang on to your hats. Let's see what comes through. So, Leo, Sun, and Rising. This is a card from the Shaman's Dream. Oh, wow. Interesting. Card number 50. So we drop the 0 off. It's actually reduces to a 5. 5 is about change. And it says Spirit of the River. Movement toward adventure. Spirit of the river. And if you've ever heard me talk about, don't fight the river, especially when your spiritual journey is kind of taking you down current, don't swim up against it. And here it says, yeah, it's kind of the same theme here, Leo. It says movement toward adventure, addiction to problems, allowing and trusting the current, right? Don't fight the river is what the essence of the message is. Let me read it for you. The Spirit of the River, Leo, invites you to step into the flow. I'm one of you, not our strong suit. Okay. To stop swimming against or avoiding the current. Allow the waters to carry you downstream, away from the eddies and whirlpools. It's time to heed the call of a new adventure waiting for you. Stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There is nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting, as the situations in your life right now are subject to forces beyond your control. Recognize this. Step back and trust the flow. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at this moment. When this card appears, it is time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should or could be, can be fixed easily with the power of the spirit of the river. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. Leo. Didn't you just feel that? Like, all will be well. So, go with the flow. Okay. Don't fight the river. Message delivered, message received, got it. I'm one of you, so I feel like I'm one of you, so that's for all of us. I claim it as well. Let's see what's going on. Yes, I got my hair cut. I don't know, for those who are returning. Just as it was growing out and I was hating it, you were all like, it looks so nice. I went and got it cut today, and I had to laugh because the compliments that have come in this last week made me say, should I get a cut? Yes, because I feel like so much lighter and better, even if it doesn't look good. I'm happy. All right. And I got full color because twice vaccinated, protected. I've been coloring it myself for about a year and some months now. Let's see what's coming through in your connection, Leo. Oh, but of course. Whoa. Hello. The devil meets the emperor. I have thoughts about this. So if you're brand new to the channel, here's what I'm going to say. The intention that I set is there's one side of the reading that I dedicate to the divine masculine. There's one side of the reading that I dedicate to the divine feminine in these twin flame soulmate connections. Let go of the labels for now because it may only confuse you being with these two cards that come out. So the first cards are how each energy is showing up in the reading. Divine masculine is showing up in the energy of the devil. Divine feminine is showing up in the energy of the emperor. I'm going to talk about it in a minute, but just let it go. So whichever side speaks to your experience in your connection, the other side then becomes that of your divine counterpart. That's how it works, because I'm reading for those of you who are here watching, and I'm playing off your energy. So I'm not reading for your person with another person. I'm reading for you, even if you're here as a cross watcher, with a Leo or as the Leo. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well. All right. So when someone shows up in the reading in the energy of the devil, it's one of two things. There's either a karmic energy in their sphere, something holding them back, tying them down, keeping them roped into karmic patterns, right? Or they're just being real super stubborn. Sometimes it's just that easy. They're just not willing to let go of old patterns of behavior that they need to part with. They're just being stubborn. But I'm feeling like karmic energy here. I'll talk about that in a minute because of what I see here. Feminine stepping into the reading with the energy of the emperor. It's about divine masculine. It's about like, hey, we need to jump in the driver's seat. Somebody needs to take control here. And I'm feeling, right, the resistance, meaning hyper controlled in a negative sense versus the high vibration of the emperor, who embodies the best of all four kings. Now, of course, he can embody the worst as well. But I'm seeing it here as an opportunity for like the feminine almost saying to the masculine, look at yourself, right? Here's where you need to be. Here's where you are. There's a disconnect. Very interesting. So in the past for each part of the connection, Queen of Swords, a moment of truth. A moment of truth here with the Queen of Swords in the past. Someone cut someone out, very possibly, or there was that moment where someone could no longer be fooled. The Queen of Swords is the truth seeker and truth teller of the tarot. So she kind of dispenses with all the BS and says, let's cut to the chase and get to the heart of the matter. This is what I see. This is what I think. This is what, blah, blah, blah. It's not as much about feelings as it is about truth and clarity. So I kind of feel like someone in this masculine's life called them out, got real with them. Feminine, Four of Cups. Yeah, talk to the hand, right? Because I see you. I see you. And I'm not engaging in this game, whatever it is. Now we have the masculine, we've got the Devil, and we've got Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles can be a lot of things. Can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because that's what Pentacles are, earth elements. But the Queen of Pentacles is an archetype of a life partner, can be a wife, can be somebody that you're showing up for every single day. It can be someone that you're in a committed connection with. And it can also be a card of self-care. But what I'm seeing here, because of what I see going forward, is I think that there's a karmic partnership here. And when I say karmic partnership, I kind of mean a connection where there are always lessons being learned that are very harsh. There's negative karma wrapped in karmic partnerships. Negative karma, difficult, and sometimes we just keep getting roped back in. It's got a grip on us. It's got its talons in us. It doesn't let us go. And that's where I feel this masculine is right now. In the future, Knight of Swords. A time to clear the air. Fast, furious action toward truth. Speaking truth to power. For the feminine right now, Page of Pentacles. So the messenger of the page, all the pages are messengers, but the message of this page is more about just putting your toe in the water, taking first steps. You may need to learn something new in this scenario. You may be going back to square one. I swear I am literally, I haven't even had my first margarita. It is Cinco de Mayo, so that will happen, but right? Something needs to be learned, some first steps, some beginning or going back to basics. And then in the future, whoosh, Ace of Wands. Reigniting the torch of passion in this connection is definitely something that I see in the future, especially when the masculine comes forward with their truth about what's been going on. So I'm feeling as if I'm looking at a masculine who's kind of tied into another connection. They're in some connection elsewhere. They're tied to somebody they may have made a commitment to. They could be married for all I know. But even in the absence of that, I feel as if they're tied to something that they keep showing up for it and they keep getting knocked down for it, and yet they can't let go. So I'm seeing that the obsession of the Devil, which can be obsessive, isn't an obsession so much about the feminine as about what they can't sort of escape. And the feminine saying, jump in the freaking driver's seat of your life. You are the divine masculine. Do it. Do it now. Even if you have to take a freaking baby step, do it. Okay? So let's look at the Devil. It was so funny. So when I was getting my hair did today, my hairstylist was like, oh, you know something about astrology. And I'm like, well, tarot's all about astrology. She goes, yeah, I'm Capricorn. I always get the Devil. Why do I always get the Devil? I'm like, that is you showing up in your own reading. It was a fun conversation. Yeah. Divine masculine, me obsessed. All right, so I feel like you're very mirrored here. You're both recognizing the energy of the Emperor of the Divine Masculine. I kind of feel as if, well, I'm not going to say what I feel right now. Let me just pull cards. Yes, they want to move toward love, move toward this feminine with love. Offer their heart on their sleeve, wide open with their emotions. They're just trapped. They're trapped in something with a Queen of Pentacles. Trying to find their way out. Two of Swords. Crossroads moment, a little bit of stuck energy, but it's good because at least they're going within to find some freaking clarity. It's not something anyone can help them with, and on some level, because this is from under the deck, it's like what's in their psyche. On some level, they know that it's all on them to get clear about how to make this happen. Ooh. Queen of Swords in the past. Could be air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For those of you that care about that, it might be. Doesn't have to be. Wow. On the Chariot, moving forward, victory, Queen of Wands. Oh my God. Okay, so that's the karmic partner right there. That's the karmic partner. And the Two of Swords, the decision between a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. A Queen of Wands often shows up, doesn't have to be about this, but often shows up in readings as a karmic partner. And I feel as if this masculine knows, you know, this is part of the past. So this has happened already for many of you. Some of you, it will be happening right now. But there's like this moment of truth where this masculine realizes, I've got to move on from this energy. I've got to move forward. I've got to be victorious. And with regard to the past life soulmate. So that's clarifying the Queen of Wands. I still want to say, I feel the Queen of Wands is the cause of the devil energy. It's in this particular reading, it's representing the energy of a karmic partner. Someone calling the masculine out saying, look at yourself, look at the situation, look at it for what it really is. Masculine saying, I want to get beyond it. I want to kind of come through this and get to the other side. You know, always having the past life soulmate, divine feminine on their mind, that's underneath. But we have a Queen of Wands in the way. And the Queen of Wands, you know, God bless her. She knows what she wants. And she knows how to make it happen. That little black cat, I've got a little bit of mystery and magic there working for me. I'm not afraid of no damn buddy. And that is what I feel coming from this Queen of Wands. Right now, Queen of Pentacles. So could be the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That comes out in a lot of readings, Leo, for you. The balance of fire and earth. But it can also be a wife, a longtime partner, or someone this masculine would like to be present for. Eight of Pentacles came out this morning too. Nine of Swords, wow. Focused on creative solutions to a problem and stressing, losing sleep over this situation with the Queen of Pentacles. So there's a problem here that this masculine is trying to solve. Eight of Pentacles, it's like an apprentice card. I'm going to ignore everything else and focus on this one thing that's tripping me up, and I'm not going to sleep until I get it resolved. What's on the bottom? And it's going to take a little bit of time. So things are moving slowly for this masculine at this moment. The Knight of Swords going forward. Whew. I almost feel, I'm just going to say it, I almost feel like this masculine is sort of burning the midnight oil. Both of these cards, I mean, look at the position. They're almost in the same hunched over position. one working and one worrying. There is this sort of, I'm toiling away. I'm, you know, really working on it's just not coming through as clearly as I'd like it to. But I know that the Knight of Swords is that eureka moment where they're like, hey, I figured it out. I worked it out. It took me long enough, but here I am, and boom, I have a truth to deliver. I got something to say. Ace of Wands. I want you, you want me. Let's make it happen. There's a divine gift of inspiration in the future portion for both sides of this reading. Masculine, feminine, even if you've reversed it, which is always possible, feel free to flip the energies around. Yeah. I feel like the message is you're the one that I want. The tricky issue here is who the Queen of Wands is. I kind of figure I know who has this masculine feeling trapped. I'm feeling that's the Queen of Wands. And I think the Queen of Swords is this feminine over here who said, let me hold the mirror up so you can see yourself, as like you can see what's really going on here. And I'm nobody's fool. I operate on truth. So that's what I feel from the past. But right now, Queen of Pentacles is the committing type. It's the settling down type. It's a feminine archetype of a life partner. So I'm half wondering if this masculine's trying to solve a problem involving somebody that they're already committed to, or if they're trying to find their way back to this feminine who they'd like to settle down with. And the message that they will be delivering in the future is one of, I am ready. You're the one that I want. I'm feeling like the Grease theme. You're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey. Emperor. Feminine saying, let's go, let's go. Endings and new beginnings. Close out the cycle. Learning lessons. So the feminine can be absolutely coming through this whole experience with this divine masculine and coming out better for the lessons. The World card, I was also asked this morning at my hair appointment, what's your favorite card in the tarot? And I said the World, because the World tells me that I have learned lessons and that I have implemented what I've learned so I can close out a cycle, and it brings in the brand new cycle. It's also the as above, so below energy of Aquarius and Capricorn. That which is worked out in the cosmos comes down and meets that which is worked through, Capricorn, right? Worked through in the harsh reality of the cold, cold world. Thank you very much, planet Saturn. So I always love that the World shows up to let me know lessons have been learned. And I'm feeling feminine over here, that you've learned some lessons about the masculine. You know, maybe you're realizing that they're at page level. Got it? And that's not a slam. That's reality. I've come full circle. I've learned my lessons. I'm ready for the new beginning. It's exciting. It's liberating. There's kind of nirvana and a sense of freedom that accompanies the World card. Second chances and forgiveness. Redemption and salvation, all wrapped up in the Judgment card. Look at this, 3 major arcana for the feminine. This is a life-changing moment for this feminine in terms of how they see the experience they've had in their twin flame connection. And we've got that Scorpio energy of the Judgment card. It's a crossroads moment. We already had the Two of Swords as a crossroads, and now we have the mirrored energy. It's a little different, you know, obviously, but there's crossroads moment with the Judgment card because you're getting a second chance, and you can always opt out, right? You're either going to take your second chance or you're not. You're either going to offer forgiveness or you're not. But because the World comes in and we know that it's all about the divine masculine, this feminine is seeing the new beginnings, second chances, forgiveness, and they're meeting the freaking moment. Yes, I say yes, says the feminine. They have their divine counterpart on their mind, and this was in the morning musing. That's the only reason why I'm taking it. Temperance. I know that all the energies are being transmuted. I know that there's wisdom in the patience. There's alchemy at work here for you, divine feminine. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 5 cards, and the 5th card is the twin flame card of the 4 of Wands. Very powerful experience for the feminine for sure. I think you're both at a crossroads moment, though the masculine is doing their crossroads moment is a little more internal, and I feel as if the feminine is all outward facing. It's like, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. In the past, 4 of Cups. Emotional detachment, end game. I'm out. I feel like the feminine felt possibly friend zoned by the masculine, or on some level put at an emotional arm's length in the connection. It was just too much. 10 of Wands. I'm laying down this burden. I can't carry it anymore. And because I see the devil, what does that tell me? It tells me this may be a repeating pattern. This may be a theme on repeat. I'll pull one more, right? Done with the heartache, done with the rejection. 4 of Cups can be a rejection. 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords. I'm done laying down the burden. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, happily ever after, soulmate. Here you are, Leo. It happened this way in the morning musing as well, so I'm not at all surprised to see a flood of cards from underneath. So look at what I'm seeing here, just so you can see what was bubbling up under the surface for this feminine during this very difficult moment, where that 4 of Cups, the constant sense of rejection or being kept at an emotional arm's length, was too much to bear. Too much to bear, too much heaviness, too much heartache. Boom. I'm going to pull back and move on. I'm offloading all this negative karma because I'm ready for someone who's ready to commit to me. I'm ready for my happily ever after. I'm ready for a full-on partner and soulmate that brings in joy and happiness, where I feel safe and protected in my vulnerability. When I am fully being myself, that I feel safe and protected. Boom, there it is. So all that went into play as this feminine was feeling the full weight of the rejection, the overwhelming nature of it, the burden of it, and then underneath was kind of like, yeah, I got something else in mind. I know what I want. I know what I'm worth. And I'm going to wait and work to find it. Whew. Sure, wanting that new beginning, it's all underneath, which tells me that on some level, this feminine had something else in mind, maybe thinking, well, if this doesn't work out, I'm not giving up on the happiness that I deserve. So it wasn't really as much about living with the heartache and seeing this connection for something that it isn't. I think the feminine saw it for what it was and called it out to the masculine. Queen of Swords. Boom. Here's how I see it. This isn't going to work, and I'm not going to stay around to continually be rejected for whatever reason. I think better of myself. I think I'm worth more. I'm willing to, wait for my happiness. Temperance is patience. So Page of Pentacles right now. So we get a little bit of a peek at what went on in the past. Oh my God. I really don't even want to talk about the Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles right now. maybe manifesting a message from the divine masculine saying, let's take the first step forward. You know, I'm kind of feeling a message of begin again coming through. There you are, more Leo energy. I feel like the message is, like, I feel almost as if this feminine is manifesting the strength and gathering up their courage and their confidence to kind of start over and take things at that baby step level, one step at a time, especially because I see a feminine who knows they're at a crossroads. They've learned the powerful lessons. They have not yet let go of this connection. They're in that energy of alchemy and transmutation, trying to probably feel all the energies at 5D at the very least, but knowing I'm in my power now. I have all the tools I need to manifest that which I want. I just kind of have to get my confidence up, right? I've got to continue to kind of pursue it, persevere. Tower underneath. Ooh, so there may have been a tower moment in the past that is right under the surface for this feminine. This can also appear from underneath the deck as a warning. What's going on behind the scenes is something that is not on stable or solid ground, may be kind of crumbling. And it may not be in this feminine's sphere. It may just be energetically happening to this masculine. But I feel as if this feminine is never far from the realization that at any moment, the whole house of cards could come down. So that's underneath. It's what's bubbling up under the surface. It could just be a recollection of what happened in the past that has come through for you before, Leo. So let's look at the Ace of Wands. We both have the Ace of Wands in the future position. Whoa. Yeah, okay, Three of Pentacles. So I feel like feminine knows that there's a delay for this Ace of Wands, or at least when the Ace of Wands energy appears in your mind in the future or in your physical body, or if there's a message delivered, Knight of Swords, and you hear it come through, there's this energy of pulling back. I want to look at this from all angles. I don't want to just act on impulse. So there is a delay. Now, it's by design, and it's also a self-imposed delay. I feel as if the feminine will kind of pull back a little bit to wait for the enlightenment. That's what that little golden orb around his head is about. Wait for the enlightenment. Let me see. Is it okay to act on this? What this feminine wants more than anything, justice, fairness, balance, something that's a level playing field that may have been missing. In addition to that, the Justice card is a card of integration. Having seen everything as it unfolded and been a party to it or not, this is the sword of truth and the scales of balance, and the Justice is not blind, sees everything, and therefore can integrate all that went on in the past. So we've got a lot of wisdom here for the feminine in the future. The wisdom to know that that there may be something worth waiting for. Hello. Maybe something worth waiting for here, feminine. And integrating everything that's been learned. We do have the World, so I'm seeing the lessons learned, integrating it all, and waiting for that level playing field. And underneath is the Three of Pentacles. What's going to be right under the surface in your thoughts is, this is a team effort. If you can't work with me, we can't have anything. It's you, me, and spirit. It's like that co-creative energy card of the Three of Pentacles. So wondering and waiting if this masculine will come forward in an energy of co-creative spirit. So Leo, if this is speaking to you, I'm going to take it to the extended. I'll use the same deck. I'm going to pull a card that lets you know what you should focus on now. What's the issue, the energy, or the situation that needs your attention? What's the block or challenge to that? What can you do about the block or the challenge? That's what I'll explore. I will pull a card, a message from this masculine to the feminine, a card from the feminine to the masculine. We'll see what your messages are to each other at 5D. What do you want each other to know? One card for you, Leo, from your higher self, spirit or the universe. We'll take an opportunity to let your spiritual team weigh in on the reading. And then what can you expect going forward? What might be on the path for you with regard to this connection? If timing's a factor, it would come out there. So the link to the extended is below. I look forward to seeing you. I'll be there in a second. Otherwise, Leo, have a great day, and I'll see you in a future reading. Take care.